Okay, volume two. Post rock, post hardcore, noise rock. All those things in one. Let's start off with These Arms Are Snakes. They formed out of the ashes of Botch in 2002. And some members of another band, I think they're called Kill Sadie or something. I'm unfamiliar with them. But this is, simply put, post hardcore from Seattle. They put 3 full lengths out, the last one being in 2008. And this is the second one, Easter, which came out in 2006 on Jade Tree. Don't know much about that label. But this is it's heavy, it's emotional, it's very unique sounding. Brian Cook from Russian Circles, and again, Botch Pryor, he is the bassist here. And this is a great CD, a bit of a minor classic for me. And These Arms Are Snakes. I don't remember what the where that name came from, but I always think of I had some toy when I was a kid, a Masters of the Universe, and there was some bad guy with arms that were snakes. I wonder if it came from that, because these guys probably aren't that much older than me. Okay, Bloodlet. This is called The Seraphim Fall. Bloodlet are a sludge metal hardcore band from Orlando. They formed in Florida in 1998, and this is the second of 3 full-length albums. They would break up not too long after this, but they reformed in 2017, and I don't think they released any new full-lengths, but they're touring and playing shows, and they probably put out a couple songs. But this is a very evil hardcore album. That's what they're known for. This came out on Victory. All their albums did. And again, this is it's very unique sounding, very heavy, and very underrated. I looked them up on Spotify just to see how many people are listening to them these days. It was like 1,200 people, and I thought it'd be a lot more than that. So I highly recommend this one. Canvas. This is a British band. You see them categorized as noisecore, but I'd say they're kind of on the slower end. This album came out on Prosthetic and Metal Blade in, what year was this? 2000. This one's called Lost in Rock. I remember I saw some reviews back in the day, didn't think much of it, and then I found a copy used, probably 15 years ago at this point. And they're broken up now. I don't know a lot about them. There's not much information out there on it at all. But when I put this on, I think it's refreshing. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, Human Fly. Formed in 2000 in England. And this album came out in 2007. It's called 2. Was released on 20 Bucks Spin. And this is their first of 3 albums, and they break up in 2013. An underrated cool band. I feel they had like under 100 monthly listeners on Spotify. And mostly instrumental, post-metal, but it's not too immersive. It's more based on the riffs. It rocks more. And I was looking at reviews, and I was seeing the words atmospheric sludge thrown around, and my first thought is that's kind of a goofy way to describe music. But when I really think about it, it really does accurately describe a lot of these bands. So, yeah, this one's really good. I always had this impression that this band was Italian. I don't know where I heard that, but for years I think, oh yeah, Human Fly, that cool Italian band. But they are British. And finally, a big name here, Helmet. Post-hardcore from New York City, formed in 1989. Back when I was a teenager, I had Strap It On, Meantime, and Betty. I thought those were cool at the time, but somewhere along the line I decided I didn't like that style anymore. I sold them. I still think Betty's a great release. I streamed that last summer a whole bunch of times, and I kind of regret selling that one. But this was the album that came out in 2007 called Aftertaste. And I was kind of off the train when it came out, but I found a used copy. a couple years ago. My favorite song is the opener, Pure. That's a good one. They're known for having awesome riffs, but like this era in the late '90s, it just seemed way too '90s, way too major label, just like a boring presentation. So that's why I fell off. But Helmet reformed quite a few years ago now, and they put out 4 more full lengths that I'm unfamiliar with. And looking back, Helmet were a cool band. I need to reacquaint myself with them. So that's it for Volume 2. See you for number 3.